Are the judges ready?
Yes.
Hi, my name is Lili Marie Muehlhausen. I'm 9 years old. I'm from 4H Graham County, the Cloverbuds 2. And today, I'm going to be demonstrating to you today the scientific method using a simple experiment. The scientific method is a way for scientists to study and learn things. It doesn't matter what the scientist is trying to learn. Using the scientific method can help them come up with an answer. My family and I love to do science experiments at home, and one day I had a friend over who wanted to join in. We were having lunch first when we accidentally spilled some juice. I got out the paper towels to clean up when my friend told me she used a different brand because her mom told her it was the most absorbent. Well, I told her we used this brand because my mom told me it was the strongest. That got us thinking, is there any connection between a paper towel being the strongest and being the most absorbent? Making an observation and asking a question is the first step of the scientific method. We asked, are the most absorbent paper towels also the strongest? The first thing we did was jumped on the internet and Googled how paper towels are made. We learned they are made of cellulose fibers, which are pretty much sugars, and that the water is attracted to the sugar, therefore the fibers pull up the water. With this knowledge, we went about working on step 2, making a hypothesis. Because we thought that the most absorbent paper towel would have the most fibers, we can make an educated guess that it would also be the strongest. The third step of the scientific method is to conduct an experiment. To do any experiment and get correct results, there are steps you must follow. The first is to be safe. So wear safety glasses, something to protect your clothes, and have an adult nearby to help. Secondly, we must try to keep the variables down, which are differences between samples tested. And thirdly, we need to follow the scientific method. This is what I am demonstrating to you today. To get back to our paper towel question, I have already tested all 4 of the brands 5 different times at home, and will only do the experiment on one brand today to demonstrate the method. I have chosen the brand that holds the least amount of marbles to keep time down to a minimum. For the first part of the experiment, we tested the absorbency of each paper towel. To keep the variables down, we had to cut the paper towels in half. We had to cut the paper towels to get them the same size. Put the exact same amount of water, 3 tablespoons, into this bowl. Folded the towel in half. Placed it in the bowl, took 1 finger and counted 10 seconds. We then lifted the towel out of the bowl, waited 4 seconds to drift and set it aside. We then measured what was left in the bowl. I'd say about 20 milliliters of water. The second part of the experiment was to test how strong the paper towels are. To do this, we took the now wet paper towel and squeezed out the excess water just so it is not dripping anymore. Then my helper held the towel between their hands and I added more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 marbles. If you noticed, I only jotted down the results because step 4 of the scientific method is to observe what happens and to record the results. As you can see here, I've already recorded all the results for the 5 experiments and wrote that result here. After we record all of the data, we need to analyze it and draw conclusions, which is step 5. As we can see here, the strongest paper towel is brand D, or Bounty, and the most absorbent paper towel is also brand D, Bounty. You can also see here that brand B, or Kaboo, is the worst for strength and also the worst for absorbency. From these results, we can conclude the strongest paper towel is the most absorbent. So, we can say our hypothesis, strength equals absorbency, is correct. Finally, after we have done the experiment, recorded the results, and come to our conclusion, we come to the last step, step 6. Sharing our results, which is what I have done with you today. So it turned out my friend got to do an experiment with me after all, and I could share with her and you how the scientific method works. Without a way of asking questions and finding their answers that are unchanging, we wouldn't have science or the knowledge we have today. I hope you have enjoyed learning about the scientific method. Next time you have a question about something, why not try an experiment? The resources I have used for this demonstration include the websites www.unexplorable.com, www.ducksters.com, and YouTube videos. Thank you. Are there any questions?
I'm not sure I understand what she's pointing to in that last poster there in step 6.
It's showing that she's sharing the results of the experiment that she did.
Okay, and that's which area is she completing? Number 6.
It's really just a picture, so yeah.
Okay, thank you.